Hello, loves. Welcome in if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I read for myself and my collective, and I start the prayer. Spirit angels, ancestors, guides, higher self, those out there willing, wanting, and able to help us on our journey of healing and loving ourselves, we welcome you in and we thank you for the shield of protection that you put around us. We thank you for the clarity and the connection in the message. We thank you for collecting all negative energy sent our way for us to use as fuel for our purposes later and now. And we thank you again. How are you guys doing? This is a collective reading. It's been a couple readings since I've tapped in with my collective. So, what does Spirit need to know? What does Spirit need us to know? And how are you guys doing? I saw something that I looked like bowling to me. Have you guys gone bowling? I don't know. That's weird because I'm not a bowler. I'm really, really bad at it actually. It's exciting if I break 100. All right, what do we need to know, Spirit? Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So you need to be staying grounded. You need to be connecting with nature. You need to be meditating. You need to be in a place of being connected with earth. What do we need to know here? The courageous peony is at the bottom of the deck. It talks about being multifaceted, having a unique nature, and letting yourself be seen. So as you're grounded, you'll be able to share your many different parts of yourself. You'll be safe. You'll feel safe enough to share the many different unique parts of you. What do I need to know, Spirit? Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Of course, being grounded makes you prepared to receive the message, right? Prepared to receive the guidance. Because you're getting ready to go somewhere. You're getting ready to, you have a journey to take. You have something you have to do. This is power places. You're getting ready to go into powerful places. You're getting ready to go in, like I said, go into powerful places. And you're going to have to trust where you're led. Trust where you're being guided to go. We have at the bottom of the deck, wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So this is just letting you know what's coming up and that you need to trust it. Right now, things are still in the works. Maybe you're still working on being grounded. Maybe you're still, trying to, things are still in the works. Things are still being worked out. One more card, please, Spirit. What else does the collective need to know? Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Okay, it's an awakening getting ready to happen. It's not yet time, but it's happening, right? You're awakening, your activation, you are having a level up. It's gonna happen when you're not expecting it, right? It's a spontaneous awakening. You're not even gonna know that it's getting ready to happen. You are right now, like I said, needing to be staying grounded, needing to be staying connected with the earth, right? This says activated earth. So that you can know what's the next steps, so that you can get to these powerful places. But you're getting ready to have a level up. You're getting ready to have a level up. We have here lifting the veil. Everything, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. That's a part of what you're going to have to trust. Trusting where you're led. You're going to have to trust that when you're led away from people, when you're led away from jobs, when you're led away from ideas or friendships or family members, you're going to have to trust when you're led away from things, right? Because you're going to realize that certain things do not align with where you are going. And you can't bring people who aren't aligned with you. They just can't come. They can't come because it will cause you to risk your ability to be there. It will cause you to risk your ability to be there. You don't need to hold on to anybody else's karma. Let them handle their own karma. If you're going to be led somewhere where you're having an activation, you're having a level up, do that. Life will be so much easier. Life will be so much easier. What do we need to know, Spirit? Tarot is fluid in time, gender, and sex. So this could be something that has happened, is happening, or will happen in the life of yourself or someone in your energy. We all have free will, though, so we can make changes. This is just a snapshot to how the energy looks at this time. Also, if you see a man or woman on the cards, it does not mean that is you or a man or woman in your story. It means that is someone embodying their masculine and feminine energy. But most importantly, they're embodying the energy of the card. So pay attention to how I describe it. I will call out signs throughout this reading. That's just double confirmation for those who need it. It is, however, possible for us to be embodying that energy as well, because we all have multiple signs in our birth chart. So just pay attention. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it. If it doesn't apply, flutter by, but apply, okay? What do we need to know about the Star Keeper energy? See the light by staying grounded. Seed the light. Seed the light. Seed the light to me, okay, seed the light to me is like the light is the seed, and then we have it coming out of the ground, and then we have this person being elevated. I don't know if you could see that, but seed the light is like a light seed to me. And that's why it's coming out of the ground. Oh man, I feel like you're being planted. You feel like, and you're in a dark place. You feel like there's a lot of stuff weighing on top of you. Like when you plant a seed, you put the dirt over it. It's like dark. It's dark. It's moist. It's uncomfortable. At least for me, I can't be in a moist, dark, uncomfortable place. That just would be just uncomfortable to me. I can't imagine it. But then it grows into something amazing. It grows into something that is beneficial to multiple people, something beautiful. I believe, plants and trees are amazing, what they turn into just from a little tiny seed. So there's an activation here. There's a level up happening. Spontaneous awakening. When you plant a seed, you never know when the little green spout is going to show. And then you never know when you're going to see the first little tiny leaf, or you never know when you're going to see the first opening of the bud of the flower. You never know where you're going to see the first watermelon that grows on the vine, the little bud, little tiny oval you first see. Those are all spontaneous, right? You don't know when to expect them. But then you're excited when it comes. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands, which talks about an adventure. It talks about success. It talks about foresight and opportunities. What do we need to know about staying grounded? Like I said, there's an activation. There's a level up happening. The Hierophant, staying grounded. Okay, the Hierophant talks about following your traditions, conforming your morals and your ethics. Also talks about talking to a spiritual leader or a spiritual guide. We have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Wands talks about being overwhelmed and burdened. Okay, so somebody's been burdened by their traditions, burdened by their beliefs, their familial beliefs. Because we have here this Ten of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and then the Fool in reverse. Like none of my other cards are in reverse. This person is supposed to be working towards something. They're overwhelmed by trying to work towards something. They want to make a choice to do something, to go somewhere, but they're holding back. They're distracted or they're afraid. They're afraid to do so. And it's this The Six of Swords here is talking about the healing. They're afraid to do some healing because of what their traditions are, conforming to the beliefs of their family or their childhood. But you got to stay grounded. You got to stay grounded. What do we need to know about this Hierophant energy, Spirit? Please show us clearly. Yeah. They're trying to work towards something, work towards a goal and get some results, but they're stressed out about it here. With the Nine of Swords, there's nightmares, insomnia, lots of fears and anxiety. These traditions, these traditional beliefs are holding someone back. It's holding someone back. Yeah, it's holding someone back. So we need to know about this activated earth, the power places, trust where you're led, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, with the Queen of Pentacles. So you're going to have to go to new places, right? Trust where you're led. That's, you're being led away from the things that you're familiar with, the things that you are, like I said, the things from your past, the things that your parents taught you, the things that you grew up with, whatever those traditions were. You're going to have to go away from those things, and it's going to bring you success. It's going to bring you victory. It's going to be public recognition. And I think that's why you're afraid to do it, because it's going to be public and the people from your past are going to see it. However, you're going to have to stand your ground. You're going to have to stand up for what you believe in. You're going to have to be assertive in whatever you're being led to do, because you're being led to do it, right? Like that's your purpose. That's your passion. It's something that is going to take you to powerful places. With the Six of Wands here, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. It's going to make you financially successful, but also what? Grounded here. Do you see that grounded card? You have to continue to stay grounded in order to continue to be protective of yourself, in order to be financially stable and able to take care of your offspring, able to take care of your children, your loved ones. You're going to have to walk away from what you know. You're going to have to walk away from what you know. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration. What do we need to know about that, Spirit? Please show us clearly. Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords with the Magician. Okay, you're going to have to be strategic. You're going to have to be strategic. You're going to have to do, like, this talks about someone doing things behind the scenes. It talks about someone being a scammer or someone being a cheater. But the Magician here talks about having all of the power that you need to get something done, to get something created, manifested. And this is talking about an activation, a spontaneous awakening. So you're going to have to do things in the shadows. You're going to have to allow whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're creating, don't tell everybody about it. Okay? As you go through this activation, as you go through this integration of yourself, this integration of your powers, your whatever it is that you are, gifts, right? You can call them whatever you want to call them, powers, gifts, knowledge of self, okay? Whatever it is, as you integrate yourself, you become more aware of what's next, right? You're more aware of where you're being led. You can hear that more clearly. You can process that more clearly. And once you can do that and you walk in it, you will have success. But you have to stand up for your success, right? Because there are going to be people who are going to hate on you. There are going to be people who are not going to like the fact that you are having this level up. But either way, you need to go about it with confidence. You need to go about this new adventure energetically, with passion, okay? Yeah, look, the World card. You're completing a cycle. You're going to have successful endings, right? New possibilities and achievement of balance. The Temperance card here, balance, meaning. It's all happening in divine timing, though, okay? So don't be afraid to walk away from what you've known. Don't be afraid to walk away from what you know. Just because that's what you've known does not mean that's the only thing that exists. Be open to hearing and learning new ideas. Even if you take the information and decide it's not for you, at least be open to hearing some new ideas. Unless your intuition immediately tells you to shut it down. And I feel like there's a difference in your intuition telling you to shut it down and you being afraid to hear a new idea. Like your intuition telling you this person isn't safe is different from your intuition telling you I don't want to hear what they gotta say. Okay. But anyways, what do we need to know about this Hierophant with the Seven of Pentacles? Look at this here. We got the Triumph down at the bottom of the deck. Success, victory, and achievement. We just saw that with that World card. Success, victory, and achievement. Again, the Six of Wands. Success, victory, and achievement. Okay, you're gaining this. Ooh. Care and death. Care talks about being a parent, giving support, caring for someone. And then death talks about something ending, some harm or something that's inevitable. We were talking about letting go of your past beliefs. That maybe you have a death to a family member, maybe one of your parents, somebody who's holding you back with their beliefs. I'm sorry, my condolences. Or there's a separation, or this could be like you need to cut ties with these people who might have been your support system before, because they're not supporting you anymore. You may have to end contact with them. So that could be the death, not like a physical actual reality death, but a cut off, right? A Queen of Swords cut off. Profession, live and learn. Aid. Okay. Yeah, so that could be what this is. You have to like separate yourself. You have to end things with people that you possibly felt were your caregivers or your support team, because their beliefs don't align with you. What do we need to know about the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands with trustworthy being led? The evidence evidence of triumph, evidence of success. It's going to be clear either to them and to you that what you're doing is successful, because obviously with the Six of Wands it's going to be public recognition, and you're going to be willing to stand your ground about it, because it's what you believe in. It's what you see the evidence of it being successful. You see that what you're doing is successful, right? You see it. And so it doesn't matter what anyone else tells you. It doesn't matter what you were believing before. It doesn't matter what anyone else says, because you see the proof. You see the evidence of it being successful. ¿Qué pasó, mijo? What, baby? I was trying to say you can continue. Okay, I am. Okay, later. Love you. Close the door. Thank you. All right, there's going to be, like I said, sorry y'all, evidence and proof of there being success and victory, right? Evidence and proof of what you're doing being successful, evidence and proof of what you're doing working for yourself and others. What do we need to know about this Seven of Swords with the Magician card and the integration, the activation, origin? The origin talks about something from the beginning. It talks about creativity, right? Because they're planting something. Bully. Bully and then coach. Maybe you've had a marriage. Justice. Calm. Disturbance. So maybe you've had like some sort of person in your life, maybe they were a coach, someone who you thought were, like I said, your support system, a coach, someone who was supposed to be giving you advice, possibly someone you were married to. There's coach in marriage here, a marriage coach, maybe, a counselor of some sort that was just really not you're not for you. They were a bully. They were gossiping about you. They were unwilling to help you or trying to embarrass you from the beginning. Somebody from the beginning. What do we need to know? This is craziness. What do we need to know about this care and death? Please show us clearly what do we need to know about this care and death. Not everything's going to resonate with you, so if it doesn't, don't make it. Don't try to force it. Please show us clearly what do we need to know about this care and death. The Nine of Swords. So somebody's stressed. They're stressed. They have high anxiety. They're feeling hopeless. Why? The Seven of Cups. Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So they're upset because you have multiple opportunities. You have like endless possibilities, and they know that they're being cut off, right? There's a death to this situation. There's a death to this because there was some pain and some heartache. There was some heartache, some trauma, some sorrow. And now that you're having new ideas and realizing the truth, you're moving forward here with the Three of Wands. And then if again we have that Seven of Wands showing up again, you are standing your ground. So you're having conviction, you're standing your ground, you have no problem standing up for yourself. And so people don't like that. People don't like when you stand up for yourself. They really, really don't, especially when they were used to getting over on you or they were used to getting you to do what they wanted you to do. So when you have endless possibilities, it's stressing them out. It's stressing them out. They need to be staying grounded. Or, your endless possibilities are stressing you out if you're not staying grounded, if you're not preparing yourself for what's to come. The anxiety of this change could overtake you if you don't stay grounded. It is difficult to release your people you thought were your support system. It is. It's difficult to cut off. People will tell you that's still your mama, that's still your daddy, that's still your best friend of 10 years. How you stop talking to her? Like people will come in your face with all kind of craziness, but if these people are holding you back, if these people are hindering you from moving forward because of their old traditional beliefs of whatever, right? Their old ways of thinking, you got to let them go so you can grow. All right, what do we need to know about this evidence of success and victory, or evidence of us standing our ground, trusting where we're led? Please show us clearly. What do we need to know? The King of Wands. You're fearless, you're a risk taker, you're a free spirit. Lots of Wands energy, lots of passion here, lots of excitement and action. So when you're being led, you need to go towards where you're being led with enthusiasm. Be fearless, be a risk taker. But you're gonna have to surrender some things. The Five of Swords here, surrender, defeat the cost of battle. To get to the Six of Wands, there's gonna be a cost. But we have the Nine of Cups after that. So even with that cost, your dreams come true. You're gonna have satisfaction. You're gonna have abundance. We have the Knight of Swords here. You're gonna have to make head over heart decisions. You can't allow your emotions to weigh in on your decisions, weigh in on you following where you're being led, right? You can't allow your emotions to play into that. Otherwise, you're going to hinder your growth with the Empress coming up next, your success and your abundance. You want to have that. So you're going to have to go through it with fearlessly, making head over heart decisions, not allowing your emotions to play into it. What do we need to know about this origin and this bully spirit? Please show us clearly. What do we need to know about this origin and this bully? The King of Cups. The King of Cups, I believe, is Pisces energy, but you can think water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The King of Cups is someone who's emotionally mature, someone who's compassionate, someone who is non-toxic, a masculine energy that is non-toxic. This person is safe to be around. People want to communicate with them. People want to share with them. This person could be a doctor or work in the medical field, because there's that the white coat and the stethoscope there. But this person is moving forward. They're taking the initiative. What do we need to know about this bully? Feeling trapped. The balance is being restored. The balance is being restored. I want to know more about this King of Cups. This is the first, individual or player, so to speak, that shows up. What do we need to know about this King of Cups? Yeah, I'm hearing new deck. We got King of Wands down here, which showed up for the bottom of the deck. Someone who's a natural leader, someone who's very passionate, someone who's innovative. I think maybe this you dealing with these bullies and needing to heal from that made you more balanced, made you have to become more emotionally balanced, more emotionally mature. You had to actually work towards that. But what do we need to know about this King of Cups energy? Please show us clearly what we need to know about this King of Cups energy. Somebody who's resilient. Yeah, you had to be resilient. You had to be resilient. You had to master your emotions. You had to learn how to be the leader, be innovator, be the visionary, and follow your heart, right? Look, the Fool comes up next. Take that leap of faith. You had to be able to take the leap. We saw the Fool in reverse at the beginning, and now it is in the upright. So you're going to be able to go where you're led. You're going to be able to follow the signs of what you're being told to do, as long as you cut out those people who are in your ear telling you not to do it, because that's not what we grew up learning. That's not what they taught us how to do. That's not okay. So what? Those people are different than me. Those people are different. I'm following a new path. I'm following my own path. I am the magician. I have the power to create whatever it is I want to create. God gave me that creative ability. God gave us all free will, so we all have the ability to create. Sometimes you got to do it in the shadows so that you don't have these people from your past telling you not to do it, telling you can't do it, telling you it's not possible. You are now more emotionally balanced. The King of Cups is also intuitive, right? And spiritually in tune, because Cups talks about your intuition and your spiritual connection, and your creativity. This King of Cups here is resilient. The Nine of Wands, you've heard enough stories from other people about what you couldn't do. You are now ready to go about it with this Queen of Wands energy. You're now ready to go about it with enthusiasm. You are attractive, you're business oriented, you're focused, and people want to follow you. People from your past not going to like that, and that's okay. That's on them. But you don't have to listen to them. You don't have to listen to them. Go ahead and hide what you're doing from them, because they don't need to know. They're going to see it as you being sneaky or you're deceitful, or they're going to see it as whatever they want to see it as. It's you being strategic. It's you protecting your energy, you protecting your thoughts, you protecting your ideas, because you got to protect yourself. You know who you got to protect yourself from, because you've experienced enough of it. Oh, look at this here. We got this King of Wands ending up here on this deck, and the Queen of Wands ending up here on this deck, and I lifted this card to the Lovers. So maybe you could be either balancing yourself, your passionate energy, your leadership energy, because the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are leaders. They are idealists and they follow through. They're innovative. They're business oriented. They also love their families. They are, but they're very, very passionate, very, very fiery. You could be balancing your masculine and feminine energy, right, in that area of life. Or you could be coming into together with your counterpart, with that Lovers here showing up as you walk away from what you've known, you can walk into something new. You can walk into new ideas, new partnerships, and new people who agree with what you believe in. And you might find your partner. You might find your divine partner because you're walking in new avenues and new areas. All right, y'all. That was a lot. Um, that was a lot. Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to know to help us stay in alignment with ourselves, to help us stay grounded, to help us stay focused, to help us to follow where we're led? This card says spontaneous activation. So whenever you pop out with whatever you've created, let that be spontaneous for them. It's gonna be a spontaneous activation. Whatever you created, it's gonna be surprise. You'll be like, oh, I didn't even know you were doing that. I didn't even know you were working on that. It wasn't for you to know. Because if you did, I would have had to defend it. I would have had to work. I would have to defend it. If you knew about it, I would have had to defend it. I would have had to fight for it. But I didn't want to do that. So I decided to be smart. I decided to defend it up front. She not battered. She is not beat down. I love this one because she's not battered. She's not beat down. She was smart. She defended it from the beginning. She defended herself before the battles happened. If I don't tell you, then you don't know, and I don't have to fight you on it. All right, what's going to keep us on this path? What's going to help us follow this energy? Feather, think first before you judge. Okay, so even though these energies from the past are not necessarily energies that you may need to be around, it does not mean that you have to judge them. They're doing light as a feather, stiff as a board. Feather. Hmm. Maybe that's significant to you, light as a feather, stiff as a board. But don't judge them. Don't think ill of them. Just focus on your purpose. Focus on what you're working on. Sync with the moon here. We just had that new moon and new moon manifestations. Maybe you should watch my new moon reading. It comes with the warning signs. Sync with the moon. Pay attention to the rising, the waxing, the waning, and use those time frames to help you with your purpose, help you with your goals. What else do we need to know? Nourish your temple. So you need to be forgiving. Oh, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck that says red forgive. So she's in a bathtub with some flowers and some fruit. Looks like some fruit. Nourish your temple. So maybe you need to forgive yourself for not giving yourself the food or body. Forgiving yourself the food or water or whatever it is that you need to be healthy, to be nourished. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for putting people, ideas, or whatever into your temple that you should not have, things that were not meant to nourish you, things that were meant to hinder you. Forgive yourself for that. And then just replenish yourself, nourish yourself. Give yourself love, give yourself grace. She's also green and she's got like plants and flowers all over her, which makes me think of also staying grounded, right? Which is what this card was talking about, making sure we're staying grounded. Oh, you know what? Think first before you judge. So this is making me, when I look down at the Hierophant card, it fell down on the Hierophant card, talks about traditions and things like that. So the people from your past maybe need to think before they judge you and the things that you are coming into. Then your new ways of spirituality, your new ways of ideas, or whatever it is different from what was the tradition. They need to think before they judge you. That's what that is. Then we have here sweet treats. Maybe you need to have a sweet treat, or maybe you've been overindulging in sweet treats, but make sure you're careful around the amount of sugars that you are intaking. If you haven't been taking any and you desire some, please have some. Don't deny yourself the sweet treat, because then you'll go into an overindulgence of it. But if you're overindulging, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're nourishing your temple properly, taking care of yourself. We have the universe. We're all just stardust. I see stardust as little pixie dust, little magic. I see us as all little magical beings, right? We're all magicians. We all have the power to create. We all have a little stardust in us if we just wanted to utilize it. We could. We have this nostalgic energy, again, focusing on those past people. Don't worry about that. Focus on the here and now. Don't worry about the people from the past. Don't worry about your traditional ideas, right? Focus on the here and the now and where you're going. We have castle down here at the bottom. It's time for healing and not war, so don't fight with these people. Don't fight with these people from your past, the people from your beginnings, right? The origin. Don't fight with those bullies. Just be strategic around them. Do what you got to do in silence because you want to be healing yourself. You want to be moving forward. You don't want to be spending your energy fighting. You want to be cute at the end of the war, like her. You want to be smart and cute. You don't want to be beat up like the other Nine of Wands. Okay, my loves, this is what I have for you. I hope this message was beneficial. If you are new here, go ahead and leave me a purple heart down below. Hit that subscribe button and like the video. If you are a true blue, I already know that you knew what to do. You have subscribed already, you've already liked, and you left me a blue heart down below. Peace and blessings, loves.